Be prepared to do a Q&A. I felt like this video was very necessary because going this new journey, I'd rather you guys get to understand us moving forward. So therefore, I want to be just looking like, who are these people and what are they doing together and why do they act like they like each other? First, before we get started, I need you guys to do me a favor, smash the like button.
So originally,
y'all want to see my back real quick? I don't mean to cut you off, but they probably gonna be wondering like, what wrong with him? Like, why
let's
I want to let y'all see my back. I just got a tattoo. I got 2 tattoos actually. What 3? I'm gonna let y'all see what I just got yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like that sacrifice on my back. It kind of still like healing. Shit, I got a few hours ago.
You just trying to show off your little muscles.
No, the muscles is there. I can't help that. That's just my body, you know. What? Me neither. I got muscles. You think I got muscles? Crazy.
You know you got muscles. Anyway.
Anybody, before you get back in the video, everybody gotta stop and come and have any one of y'all hit y'all toe.
Everybody has.
And y'all ran, you just ran into something just like, bah!
They said, you know what's worse than, it was a meme, you know what's worse than heartbreak hitting your pinky toe. Like,
ooh,
nothing makes me
that's the one I hit, the pinky one.
Yeah, it happens. So I kind of wanted to give like, just like from my perspective, like,
facts.
That whole, like,
because I'm really curious to see how you really feel about me.
Okay, anywho, so, yeah, like you said, we met at Young Blue's party. History on that, I used to work for Blue. I'm like a ghost in the music industry, and I was actually like in charge of like his marketing department, head of his marketing department, and that's how I met Kay, which is like who introduced us to each other. And she was actually my intern originally, and then we ended up becoming friends. And so literally exactly what he said is what happened. Like she saw him, and as soon as she saw him, she started just like screaming like, oh my God, Corey, I love him, blah, 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 blah. And like, we're literally walking up to him actually saying all this, and she's just like, you don't know who Corey is? And I'm like, no. Like, I'm trying to figure out which one she even talked about. And then she's like, don't all the chains, like, type of shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, period. So we literally walk up, and as like all that's happening, she introduces herself to him, and she says what she says about the alcohol, which I didn't remember, but all I remember is right after, she's like, she needs to get him a bottle of Casamigos. So what were my thoughts when I walked up to you? I wasn't really thinking about anything other than the fact that she was really excited. After that, Kay said that she was gonna get you a bottle.
Yeah, but she never came back.
But listen, she said she was gonna get you a bottle, but she ended up getting caught up with like something, because I just remember that she texted me and she was like, hey, can you actually get Corey the bottle of Casamigos? That's why I went and got it. So then, yeah, so that's what it is. Then she cracked me and told me to like go get you the bottle. So I did that. I went and got the bottle. I found you upstairs on the rooftop, and I gave you the bottle of Casamigos.
Blame it on Casa. Walking across the room, all I see is you. I'm on stairs. I'm on Blue
Rooftop.
Yeah, I remember seeing Maddie just come up to me. First time when we first saw each other downstairs, I really wasn't paying attention to you because I was talking to your friend, obviously. And then when she came up, I saw you, but I really didn't too much like pay attention. But I saw that you was pretty with her. I'm just not trying to be disrespectful. I'm like, bro, I don't want to be thinking at your friend and you talking to me like that's just not me. But when she bought that bottle of Casamigos, things got a little different. You feel me? Like I was like, okay. Cause I remember I said, what the other girl at?
Yeah, literally.
That was the first thing I asked, like, cause I was really dead ass waiting on her to come up. I was just like chilling, like, alright, this should come over there. Mind you, I hit the single quarter. Nobody really didn't notice it because I don't act single for real. I be chilling, like I don't like be bothered. But I started looking at you. Now when you brought me to Casamigos, like she was gorgeous as shit. Like your hair stood out to me. I'm telling you, because it was like, ooh shit. So she give me the Casamigos, she walk off all pretty and everything, just walk off. In my head, I'm like, alright, where you going? Type shit. That was my mindset. Yeah, I was like, where you going? I thought you were gonna stay and talk for a little minute. She walked off, leaving me with myself. So I'm like, alright, I'm just standing there.
You're not living by yourself, you're with your friends.
No, you and them. So take that by myself. Child. Alright, no, all to the side though. So she came up upstairs with her friend, and they was like standing like straight across from me. And it was on this little thing that take pictures, like the little circle thing.
Oh, the spin around.
Yeah, the spin around, circle around thing that you take pictures with whatever. And I ain't gonna hold y'all just sitting there standing her. She didn't even notice, and I was just looking at her, and I was just really analyzing her. And I was like, this woman is very beautiful. So the sun go down just a little bit. Rooftop started getting a little crowded, and everybody started coming up there. So young Blue came up, and he was over like by the bar. He was by the bar, literally. And I walked over there, you know what I'm saying, kicking shit when we all just vibing, and then she was standing over there. I was really upset because I cannot remember how the fuck the conversation started. All I know, I said something to her. I looked at her and I saw her, and she was just sitting there chilling by herself, and I said something to her, and we started talking. But the main thing I remember is the conversation went to a whole spiritual conversation.
Yeah.
Like we wasn't even on the weird shit. We started talking about like woke shit. And I think one thing for me that would connect me. Like when I find somebody that woke and I can have that type of conversation with you, it's like, oh yeah, it's over, we're gonna kick it. So I asked her, can she take me somewhere like private? Like, well, not private, but like, hey, like, oh, that's a lot of people here. Like, is there we can go? She said, I go to Blue House.
He making it sound like something that is not.
Nah, it really was. Nah, and that's the funny thing about it. Y'all wouldn't even believe how it was, and I think y'all respect us even more because it never was on no flirtation, never was on no let's do this, let's do that. It was like just strictly like we just met, we have a dope ass conversation, get to know each other, and then that what it was. Simple.
Yeah.
Nothing over there, I promise y'all. And we was sitting in this little living room area, right? And people was walking through and shit, seeing us over there talking, so you can't say it was something crazy. And we have
Something
people,
crazy.
like, we have people that can vouch, like, oh no, I remember seeing them just over there talking.
Nobody was paying us any mind. I don't think people was paying us mind.
It wasn't paying us no
Everybody
mind.
was drunk and just like kind of doing their own thing. But yeah, we sat in that room probably for like about an hour, maybe an hour and a half tops.
Yeah, talking.
And we were just talking about like God. He was telling me about himself and everything he had going on. And
I had to let that be known. Like, I told her like my current situation, like, because it wasn't no joke, it's real. Like, for the internet, like, you know, blase, but I would rather be respectful. So.
And I respected that, like, not gonna lie. Like, I respected that. When you had asked me, I will say that I never told you this. When you asked me to go to a private room, like, I felt like we was having a really good conversation, but I'm like, is he trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you ask, could you ask him to go somewhere in private to talk? Like, I'm just like I kind of felt like that. When we got there and we was talking, you know, having a conversation, and you started telling me about your current situation and how you was trying to, like, fight for, like, your marriage and all that stuff. Like, I just saw, like, something that I really respected. Because you don't see men. You just said you was in your single era, but you was still trying to work on your marriage and everything like that. You don't find men who do that, especially if you're under the influence. You know what I'm saying? You with somebody who you find attractive, like it's easy for you to like, all right, I ain't even gonna talk. She don't know me. You know what I'm saying? So I can just go because I had no idea. I didn't know him from nowhere. I didn't know his situation. I didn't know anything about this man. And so for him to just come out flat out say it like, hey, this is what I got going on and this is what I'm working on, and you know, we was even able to talk about that and everything like that. And I was able to give him like my perspective and my advice, you know, on it or whatever, and yeah, all that great stuff. So
you did that. She gave me a little, you know what I'm saying? She gave me some pointers, like from a woman perspective, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, we ended up walking out in front of the house, and everybody was like leaving, but we was still there and
Still
stuff.
standing in front talking.
And yeah, we was just still having like extra small talk, and then that's when the way that we exchanged numbers, he ended up passing his phone to me and Kay, and he was like, yeah, I'll put y'all number, and like, you know, we can definitely connect, especially like on a business level, because
I just like the way I saw, because like one thing what people don't understand is like I'm a businessman, so I pay attention to certain things that people wouldn't think I'm paying attention to. And I was really paying attention to like how y'all was like working the whole day, like as I saw, and I liked it. That you feel me? And I'm like some girls that I actually love to work with my brand SSG. So it wasn't even me thinking negative and like that. I was like, hey yo, so we might can work on anything. And my text message even proved it, because that's all me and Kate talked about. She said she was gonna help me put together a music video for one of my songs type shit.
She's a really amazing director.
Yeah, she had sent me proof. After that,
she sent me proof.
Yeah, she sent me proof. That's the only way. That's the only reason I asked it, because
Can I check on my nuggets?
Oh yeah, you need to go check out your chicken nuggets. She got some niggas in the oven right now, y'all. Ooh, I love that SYA. But guys, so yeah, man, I feel like after we had changed numbers, me and
our first messages was like, he was like,
it was nice meeting you type shit.
Nice
We
meeting
should
you.
link up again on some business.
Let's definitely connect for future opportunities. We should definitely collab. And that was it. And then the next day, he told me to take me when I got home.
Yeah, I want to make sure she was home safe.
And I was like, all I know is our messages were very sporadic. Like very like, I texted at 11, he was text back at 8. Then it was like this car show, and I remember saying good luck on your car show. And he's back the next day saying the car show was amazing, went well, etc. And then after that, it was like literally like just random. Like he called me a couple times. Like one time he called me like on his way back driving from Houston or something. I remember that call. Another call.
Yeah, that was Houston.
Yeah, it was like random stuff like that. What was your like thought process all those times that like you reached out and cause you reached out to me more than I reached out to you. It's okay.
I mean, cause I just knew that it was a cool person so far. And I liked her character, so it was like I was like fucking with her energy type shit, but I was keeping it at a respectful level.
It definitely was. That's how I was wondering. Like I didn't feel like
I was trying to talk to her. Nothing.
Yeah,
I wasn't.
I didn't feel like that, but it was like.
You want me to be honest? I would be honest. It's the fact that I respect the way you carry yourself. I love the way like you move as a woman. Like you ain't out here on a young female, ratchet, all outside trying to be type shit. Like from my eyes, what I see, you feel me? And the way you communicate. Like communication is something that really sticks with me. Like cause most females don't know how to communicate. Like they get a little out of hand. What happened was, guys, when everybody's trying to figure out like, okay, so how did y'all get here? It was on my birthday, actually, May 31st. I ended up coming to that was my birthday because I went to Rick Ross car show. Like, well, that day, later on that night, I checked into my hotel. It was like 9 o'clock, I want to believe. And I was trying to like find something to do. Like, it's my birthday, I want to go outside or something. And I was like, I don't know where to go. And I promised I was in the room. And I said, you know what? Maddie, I bet she outside somewhere. And not saying she was an outside girl, but she be out at like restaurants and stuff like that. That's the type of energy I was looking for.
And that's exactly what I was.
Soon as I call her, y'all, she outside in the restaurant. I was like, I figured.
I was at dinner at one of your favorite restaurants, Pasha.
Oh yeah.
With ice cream.
Oh, word. Oh, you was?
Yeah. And lamb chops.
Damn.
Remember the place we went to really late night?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, cool.
I told her, take me somewhere. She actually pulled up to my hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
what was your thought process when I was pulling up to the hotel?
Man, I was kind of like just excited to go outside.
Okay.
But when I went outside and she pulled up and I saw her get out the car, I looked at her, she was walking to me like a type shit.
Girl?
It is. That's why I heard you like that. I never told her this is her first time hearing this, y'all, by the way.
That's why
I was not
yo,
gonna tell
this
you
man
that.
hugged me and I'm like, oh shit, he smells good as hell. 1, 2, it's like, okay, period. Like we was hugging.
She said we was hugging.
I usually side hug a nigga like, hey, what's that?
Nah, she can't. Yeah, I get her like a real hug. Like, yeah, come here real quick.
It felt like we was like
already there.
involved with you, but I felt like, oh, it's my dog. I felt like that.
Alright, so cool. So this is it. So after we got to the second location, cause y'all, this is the night I went out with Zoe and them. So y'all know me and Zoe got the same birthday. So I hit Zoe up, I'm trying to see what he doing. Like, man, where you at? And then Zoe told us to come to his party or whatever. So we went there, like, to go hang out. And then we walked in.
He grabbed my hand, y'all, as we was walking in. He keep trying to tell me that my hand grabbed his hand.
You grabbed me.
I'm telling you, babe.
I know I grabbed you.
Okay, thank you. Just admit it.
Yeah, I'm admit it. Cause I want.
But I felt like the way you grabbed me was because I'm with you and I'm with your people. And it was like we was walking through a crowd of people. That's how I saw it. Like I didn't even see it as romantic.
Yeah.
But it was funny because like you grabbed my hand.
What?
No.
You think it was something else? How you feel about that? How you feel with that hand grab?
I just told you.
I know I'm just saying in your head though, cause you ain't gonna tell the real.
I ain't gonna wait, but I did that.
Alright, I'm just asking.
I did think though, the one thing that came to my mind was learning about you and people telling me about you and whatever the case may be. And I'm like, what if people like think that me and him are together? I did think that.
Yeah.
And I was like self-conscious about that because I'm very careful of like who I attach myself to.
Right.
And like I told you before, like you know people that I've dated in my past and stuff. Like I'm not public with my relationships, so like I've only been public with one other person. So it's like even for me, like being in LA, and I'm like I don't need nobody to think that this my nigga, this ain't, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm attached to this person and this ain't that.
We've been together since that damn day. Bro, we've been together since my birthday, y'all. Like
straight, inseparable.
No bullshit, you. It's crazy.
No break.
Yeah, it went so good because we went to the first spot with Zoe.
After that first spot, we went to.
We went to the hood.
No, let me. I had to tell you about our first kiss. Whatever it was, it's like in my head, I was like, boy, you ain't never kissing these lips.
What you said in your head?
In my head.
Huh, interesting.
That's what I said.
Not you telling me now.
That's what I said in my head.
Never say never.
And then
you did it now.
And then that's when we brought the edible stuff. And then that's when he like, nah, like let's just, I don't even know.
It was so smooth, I remember.
I'm low-key irritated. I'm not gonna lie, let me vent real quick. I'm irritated because I genuinely don't understand. I don't understand how any of this happened, y'all. Like, honest to God, Mark, like please hear my heart when I say this. How did I agree? Like it almost feels like a lot of shit that happened between us was like out of body. Like it felt like
it was meant to happen.
Normally I wouldn't, like if I'm consciously and normally, and I'm always conscious, even when I'm under the influence, I'm always conscious. I'm not the person who you can like take advantage of, none of that. Like I'm very conscious of every decision that I make. I'm very calculated. Why did I don't know why I agreed to it, but it just felt, I guess it felt right. Cause I can't recall how I felt at that moment. I can't, and I'm not gonna lie, I just remember putting the edible in my mouth and really doing this.
But I bit it though, our lips touched. But it wasn't like, we didn't kiss on purpose, it was like
he's so weird. You kissed me. You literally bit it and then kissed me, and I'm like, okay, period.
Tyler was like, let me see. No. I don't know.
No, it's not like.
Like what? Like real soft? Soft and gentle.
Did you put your tongue in my mouth?
I don't think I did.
I can't remember that first night. First night's a blur, but make a long story short, guys, because we can drag this whole thing out.
Yeah, we can. It's a long story.
By the time we went to the next spot, like we're like holding hands for real. I felt like, oh shoot, I'm vibing with him. Like I already did vibe with you and I already really did connect with you, but it takes like, I even feel like it was way too soon, but yeah, like on a romantic level, like, okay. Like I could see something or whatever, but like, I didn't put that much thought into it, but I was holding your hand different. Like I knew that's what I felt. Like I felt more like that. And then long and short, we ended up going to Zoe's house. Now it's probably like 4 a.m. and all I remember, y'all, is this man asking me like, so what you wanna do? Do you wanna go get a hotel room? Do you wanna stay at my hotel? Or do you want us to go to your house?
First of all, let me correct her, cause I didn't make it seem like I wanted to y'all. I asked y'all, I said
no.
You know, I asked her, cause so it was 4 o'clock in the morning. So that's why I was like, well, I was like, you want your room? Or cause Zoe tried to get us to stay his house. Zoe tried to stay in his house.
Oh yeah, one of his bedroom.
Yeah, so Zoe said, y'all just stay, woo. Me and Maddie just looked at each other, I was just like, we like bang, like, We like, And then I asked, I said, well, I can take you home. I said, I can take you home, or we get a hotel room, we stay here. Either one. I was just like, I was down.
Okay, yeah.
Cause I was on alcohol, I was on alcohol, and I was cooling. So it really didn't matter to me. She thought about it, she was like, we can go to my house. I go home, type shit.
But I said, yeah, I'll go home. No, cause you made it seem like you was coming too. I'm telling you, that's like the option was, am I staying with you at your house? You didn't say it directly like that, but whatever you said alluded to that. Yeah. I know for a fact it was that, because that's why I said no, we can go. But that's another thing. I don't know how y'all.
No, because we was gonna stay together, and Zoe, we were really thinking about that, and then when it was, we were like, okay, if we gonna stay together, we rather be alone. I remember because it was
I wanted to go home because first of all, I wanted to go home because I don't stay anywhere because I don't have no makeup wipes or face wash. I don't play about that.
That's what I'm saying. Like
yeah, I need to go home and I want to shower. I want to be clean. I just want to be home. Like. And I'm Caribbean. I grew up, if you're Caribbean, you know what I'm talking about. We won't stay the night at people's houses. Like, we grew up like, you're going back home. Right. Like, I don't care how late it is, I'm going back. I've always been like that. Like, I'm going back home. So, I don't know how it happened, but I just know that you came with me.
And then I ended up staying at her house.
Which is crazy because it's the first man to ever spend the night at my house. So, like, I don't play like that. Like, I don't do the whole, I'll go stay the night with dudes, but it's like, you come stay here? No, never. Like, I just
she said no, never.
So you got to break my bed in. How does that feel?
I mean, when I came, I was really kind of like just tired. You feel me? Like we had a good night. I just feel good, and just being in her space.
And he was trying to kiss me and kiss on my neck and stuff like that.
When?
You did.
Tell me in the bed?
Yes.
Oh, I wanted to comfort you. You know, I felt like we had fun. I just wanted like.
You wanted to comfort me?
Yeah.
So you wasn't trying to have sex?
Not at all. You don't try to have sex tonight? Do you think so? Like, in your honest opinion? Cause last thing I remember, I came in the bitch, I went to sleep. I was out of here. Like, I cuddled up on her, y'all, and went to sleep.
Yeah, you didn't OD, because you really cuddled the whole night, and that was surprising for me too, because I don't normally cuddle like that. But anywho, the second night was the second night. Second night, you definitely tried.
We stayed in your room the second night. The house the second night. Mm-hmm. I stayed 2 times. I thought we got to. No, I didn't. Oh, I did. Oh, yeah, I did.
We were together after that.
Yeah, I did.
Like, then we went to the car show.
Yeah, I'm tripping. I just lost.
We didn't get into the car show, the whole situation.
Yeah,
and then we went met up with Glow, the girlfriend, and your assistant, and everybody, and we went out. I don't remember what we did.
Oh, we had went to the Battery.
That day.
Yeah.
That whole day.
Yeah,
we went to Cabo first, went to Battery up that whole day.
Yeah.
And by then y'all like, I don't know, like, I definitely did like you, and I definitely felt like just like this instant connection. Mine wasn't as instant as his, but for me that was instant because it was literally in a matter of like 3 days. Like I just felt like safe, and I felt
that girl won't let me go.
Yeah, like, and that was like the main feeling that I felt like I don't want to be away from him. Like it was something about your energy that just was like healing to me. And I also was like, you know, going through a lot at the time and stuff. Just like you kind of like took my mind off of everything for one, and then two, it was just like, oh, I just feel like you was my best friend. Like day one, it was like, yo, you're my dog. Like, and I just don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to be apart from you, and that's really how I felt. And then. Yeah, then we spent the night at the hotel, and after that, yeah, we go together. Yeah,
because I checked out that morning, and right before I checked out, I decided to just go take me a nice shower and like just bathe myself. You know, I want to be clean.
Anywho, skirt. We're not gonna talk about that.
The shower was like
Anyways, after that.
Yeah, so we gotta talk about this real quick, cause I know a lot of people had this question like. It's not even in the questions, but they were like, what's going on? Is he staying with her? All that. Like, Maddie got me, bro. Like, she told me I couldn't, cause I was gonna get me a penthouse here.
Yeah, that's how we, somebody did ask how we moving with each other. So
yeah, like, I was finna come, cause I told her I was moving to Atlanta anyway. I was here, right? She was like, oh no, you're staying here. And I was like, no, I'm gonna go get my own spot. She's like, oh no, you're good. Why you need another spot? You're here. Now at the beginning, I kind of felt weird because I was like, I don't want to move in with no woman, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. That's how my mind said, well, like you gotta move in with me because you didn't even tell me you got your shit. But like the way her energy was, I just knew it was pure. And then in my mind, I'm like, all right, say this, I kick it for a little while. It was just easy, you know, like we was just so comfortable. So stay tuned and see what's gonna happen. I mean. We ain't gonna be here for too long. She think we are gonna have. Y'all, like my people know me. Yeah. So anyway, we gonna come because it's like this is my woman. You feel me? Wherever I'm finna get ready to head to in my life and my career, she could be right next to me. So at the end of the day, I really appreciate her for even just opening her doors and even allowing me to stay here because like, of course I got my own shit, but it's like most people not gonna just do that.
I just felt like Debbie was locked in. Like despite of everything that we both had going on,
she
like,
wasn't playing.
None of that mattered. Like it's like it literally was like it just wasn't at the like the one thing that I knew was that this was right, and I kept saying that. Like even talking to like my friends and stuff, like it felt so right, and it was an undeniable connection, an undeniable feeling. And I'm like, we gonna be together. There's no point in you getting a place, and I already got a place, and I know we're gonna be together every day. Like I know that for a fact. So it's just like that's just wasting money, time, all of that.
Let me go.
There's no point.
I can go.
You know. That was really my heart behind it.
It really took me a minute to accept that shit, literally.
Yeah, so we kept going back and forth.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give me a spot.
At some point, I started to really ask him, like, you know, you don't have to be here, like, cause I started to feel like maybe he feels like I'm forcing him, and while like, I'm very assertive, and assertive in regards to like, when I know I want something, I don't bullshit that. Like, I'm very like head on. This is what I want. This is what I'm doing, kind of thing. But I do respect somebody's decisions. Yeah. And so like I wanted you to like multiple conversations. Like I would ask him like, hey, do you want to be here? Because you know you don't have to. Like, you could always walk out whenever you want to walk out. Like I want to make sure